In the glittering underbelly of the fashion world, where spotlights carve sharp lines between what's celebrated and what's overlooked, one woman stepped forward and rewrote the rules with nothing but her curves, her confidence, and an unapologetic smile. Her name is Valeria Vendetta, known to millions on Instagram as @Valsval, and her story is not just a biography. It is a cinematic saga of defiance, self-discovery, and the quiet revolution of loving the body you were born in. Picture this: a crisp December evening in 2000, somewhere in the United States, where the world welcomed a baby girl who would one day stand 5'9" with measurements that fashion houses once dismissed. 41-inch bust, 31.5-inch waist, 47-inch hips. Born under the fiery Sagittarius sun on December 21st, Valeria grew up Canadian by nationality, carrying that blend of North American grit and global dreams. From her earliest memories, the mirror was both friend and foe. Society's narrow runway standards whispered that bodies like hers belonged in the shadows, not under the lights. But inside that young heart beat a rhythm that refused to be silenced, a love for fashion that felt like music and music that felt like freedom. As a teenager, Valeria discovered two passions that would become her armor and her stage: the catwalk and the turntables. While other girls chased the impossible ideal of straight lines and size zero dreams, she began experimenting with outfits that celebrated every inch of her curvaceous silhouette. She wasn't trying to fit in, she was carving her own lane. Late nights in her room, she would spin tracks as a budding DJ, letting bass lines thump like a heartbeat, imagining crowds moving to her rhythm the same way she hoped the fashion world would one day move to hers. Those private moments, camera phone in hand, natural light streaming through the window, were the first frames of a film still unfolding. She posted her first Instagram photos not for likes, but as quiet declarations. This is me. Take it or leave it. What started as personal therapy snowballed into something magnetic. Followers began to gather, drawn to her authentic glow, her bold styling, and the way she made high fashion feel accessible and empowering. By the time her account at Valsval crossed into the tens of thousands, the industry started to notice. Fast forward to the bustling streets of London and the sun-soaked avenues of Los Angeles. Valeria signed with powerhouse agencies that recognized her star power. Wilhelmina London in the Curve division, State Management in New York and LA, Aeon Models in Paris, and her mother agency SYSTEM in Geneva. These weren't just contracts. They were doors flung open to a world that had long kept them locked. Suddenly, the girl who once wondered if her body had a place in couture found herself on international flights, portfolio in hand, ready to prove the world wrong. The turning point arrived like a scene straight out of a blockbuster. In 2022, Valeria landed her first major campaign with the iconic lingerie brand Chantel. Photographed by Renaud Cambozat, she embodied sensual confidence in the Wedding Crush series, her curves draped in lace that celebrated rather than concealed. The images went viral, not because they shocked, but because they resonated. Women worldwide saw themselves in her poise, her gaze steady and powerful. Then came the Coach Nude campaign in 2022, raw, artistic, unfiltered. Valeria wasn't just modeling clothes, she was modeling a mindset. That nudity, vulnerability, and strength could coexist beautifully on a plus-size frame. But nothing compared to the electric nights of Paris Fashion Week. Imagine the lights of the City of Light flickering against the Seine as Valeria prepared backstage for Esther Monis. 3 consecutive seasons, spring, summer 2023, fall, winter 2023, and fall, winter 2024. She walked those runways with the same swagger she once practiced in her bedroom. The audience, a sea of critics, designers, and influencers, watched as this Canadian beauty owned every step. Cameras flashed like fireworks. Her brown hair caught the breeze, hazel eyes locked forward, hips swaying in perfect rhythm with the music she knew so intimately from her DJ sets. In that moment, Valeria wasn't just a model. She was proof that the runway could expand, that beauty standards could stretch, that fashion finally had room for every woman who dared to dream big. Off the runway, her life unfolded like chapters in an epic tale. As a DJ, she mixed sets that pulsed with the same energy she brought to photo shoots, empowering anthems that made crowds feel seen and unstoppable. Her TikTok account at Miss Valeria Vendetta became a digital diary, candid clips of travels to Paris, standing beneath the Eiffel Tower in February 2022, laughing with friends, playing with her beloved dog. These glimpses revealed the woman behind the glamour, adventurous, grounded, fiercely loyal to the people and passions that fueled her. Through it all, she maintained her signature authenticity. No filters hiding her curves, no apologies for taking up space. Instead, every post carried an unspoken message. Self-love is not a trend. It is a daily revolution. Valeria's journey inspires because it mirrors the struggles so many face. In an era where social media can amplify insecurities, she chose to flip the script. She turned potential rejection into rocket fuel. When brands hesitated, she kept posting. When doubts crept in, she reminded herself of the little girl who once danced in front of the mirror dreaming of spotlights. Her story teaches us that success isn't handed to those who fit the mold. It's claimed by those brave enough to break it. She has shown that curves are not limitations but landscapes of power, that confidence is the ultimate accessory, and that true beauty radiates from within when you stop shrinking to please the world. Today, with over 135,000 loyal followers on Instagram, Valeria continues to evolve. She balances high fashion campaigns with her music career, proving that a woman can wear many hats, or in her case, many killer outfits, while staying true to her roots. Her collaborations span lingerie that empowers, collections that celebrate size inclusivity, and runways that now feel incomplete without diverse bodies like hers. Young girls scrolling through their feeds see her and think, if she can do it, so can I. Women in their 30s rediscover the joy of dressing for themselves instead of for approval. And the fashion industry, slowly but surely, shifts its gaze toward a more inclusive horizon. What makes Valeria's narrative so motivational is its universality. You don't need to be a model or a DJ to draw strength from it. Her message whispers to anyone who has ever felt too much or not enough. Your body is not a problem to solve. It is a story to tell. Embrace the curves, the edges, the unique rhythm of your own life. Chase the dreams that set your soul on fire, whether that's stepping onto a stage, spinning tracks in a club, or simply walking into a room with your head held high. Valeria didn't wait for permission to shine. She created her own spotlight, and in doing so, illuminated the path for countless others. Her legacy is still being written, scene by cinematic scene. From the quiet beginnings in front of a bedroom mirror to the roaring applause of Paris Fashion Week, Valeria Vendetta stands as living proof that when you bet on yourself, the world eventually bets with you. She reminds us that fashion isn't just about clothes. It's about courage, about claiming space, about dancing to your own beat even when the music changes. If Valeria's journey has sparked something powerful inside you, the courage to love your reflection a little louder, to chase that dream a little harder, then come join the movement. Head over to Sweet Model's World, where we celebrate more trailblazers just like her, sharing the stories that uplift, motivate, and remind us all that every body, every dream, every voice deserves its moment in the spotlight. Your story could be next. Let's write it together.